Welcome to the newest video. I'm usually not someone who always says, I told you so and all that other Jim Jam flim flam, but I am someone concerned with the state in which Smash Ultimate is heading. Smash Ultimate as we know it is a beautiful game, but the beautiful part is dying. The part that we all cherish will no longer be anymore soon, because we will be a shell of what we used to be. If you look at my recent tweet, I talked about the fact that this will be the death of Ultimate. Other regions have been banning Kazuya now because of the Steve ban, simply because we don't like certain characters. What makes me the most mad is that not only did I say that this was probably going to happen where other regions were going to find excuses and say things like, oh, we had a tough decision. We decided to ban 2 characters that people hate on because of no reason. This news comes through Tourney Locator, which is Texas. These are Texas tournaments that are doing this. At least 2 of them I've seen recently have decided to ban Steve and Kazuya. They don't have a reason for Steve. They're just saying, oh yeah, we just banned Steve and Kazuya because we took a poll and everybody at our locals likes the fact that we're banning it. And I think this is going to be a ripple effect. That's probably the biggest reason why I don't want them to be banned, is because we're going to keep banning things we don't like. What's next? We're going to ban all DLC. There's already been certain regions in the past that have banned all DLC as an experiment, quote unquote. But if we look at Tourney Locator, this tweet comes from them saying that they are banning Steve in Texas and Kazuya. This tweet reads, "This is one of the toughest decisions I have had to make in a while. It is not a life or death situation or a moral decision, but it does affect a lot of people, friends, and a scene I care about deeply. After several polls, many conversations, and just being inside my head trying to figure this out, I have decided that as of today, Steve and Kazuya will be banned from Smash Ultimate. As of now, this will not affect our regional or LTC tournaments. That decision will be made at a later time. Like I said, this decision was not made easily or hastily. In my heart, I believe it is the wrong thing to do, but it affects a game, something that is supposed to be fun the way it is, and it hurts the players who have spent a lot of time in the lab with Steve or Kazuya. In my head, I feel it is the right decision for the health of the entire scene and the competitive nature that the scene has become accustomed to. This decision also aligns Tourney Locator and Ultimate Shockwave with Freaks and other local tournaments in an effort to try and unify the DFW scene. I hope the decisions and moves we make now will allow the scene to last, grow, and be fun for everyone involved." I also hope this decision, along with the other TOs, can move us all in a direction of unifying DFW and then Texas. I do apologize to the Steve and Kazuya players that this decision affects. I invite you to still come out to all the locals and try something new and have fun. Stupid. I am also looking into ways to make each of our weekly events more fun and cost effective for you. I hope to see you all attending more, making new friends, and having fun with your current friends at all of DFW's weekly events. So much to unpack here and so much wrong. If you think it's the wrong decision that was not made easily or hastily, then don't do it. Not only are you inviting players who are going to be annoyed and mad that they can't even play their favorite character, but you're inviting them to come spend money at your tournaments. Spend money in Texas where you can't even play your characters. There's no point to even traveling to Texas if you play these 2 characters. There's no point in going to any locals out there. You're not going to make friends because everybody's going to hate you because you main a character that's banned. I think the craziest thing in my mind looking at any of these bans is the fact that everyone's going to look for a reason to ban the next thing. What's going to be next? Rob? Sonic? What else are we going to ban? Min Min? Like, are we going to just keep banning stuff until the game entirely is dead and no one wants to play anymore because, oh, your character's banned, oh, you can't play that character? I think what's crazy is everyone who makes one of these tweets, every single tournament organizer who is within their rights to make these stupid decisions, they all are like, this was such a hard decision. We delegated for so long. Oh, we took so much time and used our brains in such a way. No, you did not. You did not. If you are literally ostracizing 2 characters from a game that people are playing because of those characters being added in, you are literally killing the game even more. People are coping by saying that they are not killing Smash Ultimate by doing this. You are all lying to yourselves if you think that this isn't going to kill the game faster. After we lost Panda, after we lost Shine and all these other tournaments, after we've lost BTS Beyond the Summit, we've lost so many not only tournaments, but so many orgs as well, and you guys are making it worse by banning characters who bring in at least some level of money. People are coming with their secondaries as Steve, secondaries as Kazuya. People are coming to enjoy the game. Making friends is a secondary part of it if you are playing for fun and actually trying to make friends in that manner. But if you're coming and playing and you can't play your own main and you want people to come to your events to be cost effective for them, you should just make this a side tournament. This shouldn't even be the main thing. If if people want to play in a bracket that doesn't involve with having the characters that should be banned in their eyes for per region, then just ban those characters in a side event. That doesn't make any sense to me to ban them in the main bracket, not let people play their characters, and then you kill your competitiveness of your exact region because no one wants to travel to your region. And if they go there, they're all going to suck because they're going to fight more Sonics, more Robs, more Min-Mins. People who are mad and going to play these events are going to play even lamer, and you're going to have more unfun events because you are forcing players who may or may not come because you ban their character to play lame. You are going to be dealing with more Sonic players who are camping for timeout. You're going to be dealing with more Robs who are just using combos that are brain dead and learning them day 2 because he's so easy. Like, you making decisions based on a character ban is kind of crazy to me because locals were already dying and they're gonna die if you keep banning things you don't like. In different regions this has happened already, and now we're seeing it in Texas. 2 different tournaments on Twitter have already announced that they've made these changes and are going to try to unify Texas, and they're going to ban this character. It has been also revealed today by Rockman and Didi that literally the new tech is not even that useful. The new tech for Steve that everybody is advocating that is so broken and all sorts of stuff on paper and in person and in game looks useless, because if you get hit, okay, you're still in disadvantage. You have to get hit first and you have to know the timing of the hit. You have to do it every single time perfectly. How are you going to do that? That is not humanly possible. And even if you did, you're still playing Steve, slow as hell. His jumps aren't big. Like, you literally are playing a slow character who's going to use the same thing over in minecart, down air with anvil. What's crazy to me is that people would ban Kazuya. Like, what? Kazuya didn't even do anything. Neither of these characters have results that warrant being banned. That's crazy. People are having no fun. Okay, well, stop engaging with your bad characters. Play a top tier. Like, there's probably so many people who are playing this game that are losing to these characters because they are either playing terribly or they're just literally playing bad characters. I play Donkey Kong and I don't cope and lie to myself about the dumbest stuff like all the other people who main mid tiers and high tiers and top tiers. There are so many problems with this game that do not involve DLC, and one of the biggest problems in my mind is the fact that we like bandwagon hop on hatred for people's characters instead of learning the matchup and getting good. There is no world where you actually think that banning characters that have a player base equals better locals or better tournaments. When I see things like this, it just discourages me from even coming to any like location that's discussing like any bans for anything. Not because I play those characters, because it's stupid to ban characters that don't deserve to be banned. If we had a Smash 4 Bayo problem where she was literally everywhere and people were picking her up and winning tournaments, I could see it. But people are not doing day 2, day 3, week 2 winning tournaments with a new character that they can't even play. That happened with Smash 4 Bayo. People were so good with her by the time that the game was about to die when Ultimate came out that it was only Bayonetta players and some other characters. We don't have the same problem that we had back in Smash 4 or even Brawl for that matter. And you know what's crazy about this era right now is that during Brawl, the reason why the Brawl ban didn't stick around for Meta Knight, even though there was bans in different regions and locations, Japan was also saying, hey, we're not going to your tournaments if you're just going to have a character entirely banned because you guys don't like things. And we made up a bunch of rules to make it so that Meta Knight would get disqualified if they did these type of broken mechanics like turning invisible and doing all these other broken things, stalling. There's literally so many things that we made up just because of Brawl Meta Knight. And it's crazy to me that we can't just make up a new rule about Steve not being able to use that tech, even though it's not even that useful and it's being debated right now whether or not it's even good at all. People were waiting for an excuse to ban Steve, but I had already said, and you guys know this too, that I said that if we ban Steve, Kazuya and whoever else is going to follow, people have been saying on the timeline, oh, that's not going to happen. Oh, no, we're not going to ban anything else other than Steve. He's broken. And people are now like looking for reasons to ban other things. This is how you kill Smash Ultimate earlier than it's going to die. You are going to make it so that players that come to your tournaments are just players that are going there who aren't trying to improve. They're not trying to play the game and learn. They're going to find something else to complain about. It's just going to be an endless cycle. And the more that we like look at ourselves and say banning is the way to go, that's how you make this mentality spread and make it worse for everyone trying to to enjoy the game. I don't care that Steve won Smash Summit. Do you know that he came from Japan? Are we going to see him win everything here in America because he lives in Japan? No, we are not. We are not going to see him win every single thing out here. And he didn't even use any tech that was crazy. He literally didn't do anything crazy. We haven't seen Steve around long enough for us to actually understand him. It took 2 years for his meta to develop, and we're looking at this like, yeah, if we ban him, we just get rid of the problem. No, because if every region doesn't ban him, it doesn't matter. And every region is probably not going to stick with the ban because you are literally killing an entire player base. Banning Kazuya he caught a stray, I think. Like, people are like, oh, he's uninteractive, unfun, he has invincible moves all the time. Dude, you guys are just going to find other reasons to hate other characters. There's no reasoning with these people. There's literally no reasoning with tournament organizers that say that they've been delegating for hella long. No, if you think it's the wrong decision, do not make the decision. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as, hey, I have the power, not just trying to say, hey, we know we banned your mains, but you should still come to our tournaments anyway. Nobody's going to travel to your region. No one's going to do it. I'm sure as hell not going to do it. If I looked at this and I was like trying to figure out what state to travel to, I'm not going to Texas. And I'll tell you right now, I will spread the word. People who don't even play the game to win, they play to enjoy themselves, are not going to come to Texas. People are going to go to Texas and be like, I'm just going to play with my friends, because what's the point of going to your tournaments when your character's banned and everybody's going to hate you for even talking about the character that's banned? And I think this just makes another form of bullying. Like, there's no real way to go about it. We're going to find another character to ban. It's going to be Rob. It's going to be Min Min. It's going to be Sonic. It's just never going to end. It really isn't. And I hate to be the person that's like, oh yeah, I told you so, but y'all, it's not stopping here. I'll make as many videos as I need to make to get it through to people that the more you try to ban something, the more people find things to ban. The more characters that get banned, the more we're saying, oh yeah, we banned that. Next thing we're going to ban is this character that also has a player base that is, he's a dope character, Kazuya, and he's gonna get destroyed for no reason. Like, okay, I get it, your locals might be dying, but those people that are coming back to your little locals are going to leave again. Like, it doesn't matter. They're going to come back to the game, get stomped like they deserve, and then they're going to go back and stop coming to your locals. And because you ostracized 2 entire communities of characters, you are not going to recover from that, because if you had people that were coming to your tournament and they were Steve and Kazuya enjoyers, you just killed them. You just killed their enjoyment for the game, killed their love for the game, all because we're making arbitrary random ass rules when they don't have the tournament results to back it up. And you can say whatever you want in the comments. I'm simply going to disagree with you, and I will argue with you to hell and back, because you have not been around as long as me. I've been around since pre-Melee era, and I know what's going on. I saw that wobbling didn't get banned for 20 years. People called wave dashing wave cheating. Like, people just don't understand stuff. And you don't have the brain cells to actually converse with somebody and tell them what you think is wrong with something without throwing a fit, then you don't deserve a place and right to be talking about it. I think it's wrong to ban. I think it's dumb because the game is on its way out and there's nothing to save this game. We lost too many orgs. We were losing too many tournaments. We're losing all these things because TOing and making tournaments is not profitable. There is no money in Smash. We are grassroots and it's terrible. We're one of the worst esports literally in any of the games. You look around, there's other esports that are more unknown than Smash Ultimate, one of the biggest games in the world, and we are not as profitable or as redeemable. We make decisions like this that affect so many people, and then we turn around and say, but still come to our events because we're trying to make it more fun and cost effective. There is no cost effectiveness in making tournaments. We need big money, and we're never going to grow. This game is going to die because of not only of the decisions that are being made by organizers and players, but the fact is we have no money in this game. Nintendo hates us and does not like us. There is no world they are going to save us ever because they just want to give people backpacks and pro controllers instead of money. They don't want people to be able to survive off of this game. I am a Panda Global former editor. I did a lot of stuff for them and worked on a lot of things, and I'm telling you right now, if Panda ain't gonna be alive and there's no other orgs to take their place, there is no world in which Smash is going to be a top tier esport. We are forever going to be the laughingstock of the fighting game genre because not only do we ban things that literally any fighting game doesn't ban, like they don't ban anything, but compared to us, we hate timeouts. We hate everything that's hype in other games. We do not love our game. And I'm telling you right now, Melee lives and Melee will forever live because they love their game. You guys do not love Ultimate. And I'm telling you right now, the moment that Ultimate dies and something shiny and new comes out, or we get another Smash, you are going to let Ultimate sail off into the sunset. You are not going to play this game anymore. I know for a fact, because I've been around for so long, that I see new games come out and the communities die, or, you know, we get a modding scene, which is way more dope, like HDR. People hate HDR. People hate the modded version of Smash Ultimate that plays more like Melee. People just hate it. And you know why they hate it? Because they suck at Melee. They cannot wave dash. Melee created created all these beautiful things, but one thing they have gotten right for themselves is they love their game enough to stand up for their game and do what's right. They didn't ban wobbling on the first day. It took them 20 years to ban wobbling, dude. And the fact that we're just banning characters when they're in their second or first year of rotation is really sad and pathetic, and I really don't wish well for Smash Ultimate if this is what direction we're heading. I'll continue to cover the game. I'll talk about the things that make me passionate, but there's no way in hell you're going to convince me that this game is alive and well. It is dying, dead, and will not recover from not only all the tournament stuff that's been happening, losing tournaments and losing stuff, but banning things unjustifiably without results to back up the bannings, or glitches and whatever the hell else people want to say about Steve, or the results that are within either Steve and Kazuya. It's only going to get worse from here. We're going to get more bans. People are going to ban more things. Hell, I wouldn't doubt it if we banned all DLC, because that has already been attempted at another local. I'm telling you right now, this is the end of the ends. There's no turning back from this. We start going through this, Smash Ultimate's going to die even faster, and there's not going to be a way to save it. You are just destroying the community in your own crazy, destructive way. Grassroots is a joke. There's no money in this game, and you should definitely just be playing it because you love it. You don't love the game if you're doing these things to it, and I know people need to be about their money when it comes to tournament organizing, but I'm sorry to tell you, but there's no money in Smash. So you need to get over that. I think we should all band together and start playing Sonic, Min, and Rob, and just try to get those banned. Just see what happens. You know, we should all just start playing Kazuya, Min, and Rob, one of those three characters, and just really be annoying and time people out with Sonic, like camp with Min, like full combo and camp with Rob. Like, you're not gonna have a good time, man. This is not smart. This is all stupid, and I really hope that we see the light sometime soon, because there's really no turning back at this point. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Please make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time, soldier. Goodbye.